number 81 of the 3 Count Out podcast. Joining me this week, well, attempting to join me this week, as always, Jackal Joker, and joining me this week, Mike. We've had two.
I'm 100% here.
Well, I mean, unless you count that little percent of your toenail that's missing, but
Yeah, well, it's not missing. It's just pointing straight up in the air now.
Well, you know, it's just acknowledging your tribal chief. You know,
my one big toe acknowledges our tribal chief.
I'm just gonna leave the Discord join and leave sounds that way everybody can hear that as that's happening. That's the Jackal Joker's trying to call in today. Real life got in the way. We're laughing with you, not at you.
Every time, though.
Oh, we can hear you now. Hey!
Fucking criminy. I just got done doing my IRL job where I got called names today. I just walked in the door. Hi, my name's Jackal. I almost got rear-ended too. This is not my Monday today.
Yeah, but what about at work?
I almost got hit by a car.
Oh.
Yeah, and then almost anally touched, apparently.
Oh, yeah, like that'd be a stretch.
Well,
the stretching is after the anal touching.
Stretch a little bit. You know what I mean? Here, this is fellas. This is like a content gray zone for us right now. This is like no man's land in regards to content.
This is the calm before the storm, because next week is SummerSlam, but this week is TV. That's it. Yeah,
this is a fuckload of nothing. That's what this week is.
You know, turns out when you put like 4 pay-per-views in one weekend, you're just kind of left with nothing sometimes.
Well, we got at least a little more than nothing.
I mean, there's Raw, there's NXT, there's Dynamite.
We just had Slammiversary.
Oh,
yeah, we did.
That no one watched.
Well, apparently not true. Apparently they sold out.
It wasn't a big
and
building,
their all-time attendance record ever.
Really?
In the history of ever. Yeah.
In the history of TNA.
In the history of all time.
Record was set
in the history of all of TNA, that was the biggest gate ever.
And it fucking ended like that.
And it was all because of AJ Styles. That's who drew that house.
No, it was because people wanted to watch Top Dollar break his top shins live and in fucking living color.
Oh, he broke his top dollars.
Oh.
Mike's toe is missing half the something or other, and Top Dollar's missing the top half of his fucking legs. Jesus Christ, what was that?
Yeah, apparently he needs to go back to school and learn how to take a fucking ladder bump.
Brother
jumps down?
To go back to school and learn how to wrestle again.
Well,
it's a choice. It's a choice.
Allegedly, sir. Allegedly. Don't come after me like you came after BDE. All right, I'm not gonna be able to defend myself. I'll just roll over and take it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like you said,
what about when they come after you?
I'll just get beat up.
Oh,
understood. But yeah, no, Slammiversary happened. I saw mixed reviews of it online. The main thing that I saw people talking about it was just the TNA breaking out the retirement home again for Team 3D versus the Hardys.
I told you it was coming. We just need Edge and Christian, and my prophecy is fulfilled, and we can once again have the apocalypse.
Listen. I love Team 3D. I love Edge and Christian. I love the Hardys. Can we stop? They're all. I know. I've said this exact sentence on this show before. They're old as fuck. Can we stop? Let them fucking retire. Matt Hardy can barely walk. Jeff Hardy needs to fucking mow his lawn to feel like a human being again.
But then he walks away wearing a thong, I think.
What?
Did you not see his latest episode or latest thing on TikTok?
What? Why?
He was wearing dude, go look up his last video. He's not on drugs, but man, you would think he is.
Matt or Jeff?
Jeff, of course.
Oh, sorry. I rescind that Matt fact. That Matt fact is now proven to be incorrect.
Like, he was doing this thing where he was tossing a ball around, and he was like a big tit girl in American swimsuit. He was a trucker, and then, like, as he was walking away, the swimsuit was a thong. It was weird. It was a weird time. Jeff's an odd duck.
Yeah. Oh, what in the fuck? Oh, what in the... Who let Jeff Hardy post this? Who let Jeff Hardy post this? Take his phone away. Take his phone away. I swear to God, these 50-year-old men still being relevant in pro wrestling is the worst thing that's ever happened. The Hardys have lost all of their aura in one picture alone.
I'm glad I passed that along too.
You don't need to make that I just did the same thing. Oh my God. For context, both Era and I screenshotted Jeff's fucking whale tail as he's walking away, and we both sent it in the group chat at the exact same time.
I can't wait.
We are seconds apart on that screenshot.
I can't wait for that fucking soundbite later in the week. We both screenshotted Jeff's whale tail. Jesus.
And man, that sums up Slammiversary, I guess.
Well, and that's so for a show that had the X Division match and AJ Styles in it.
Mm-hmm.
There were also a lot of moments where I thought wrestlers were for sure gonna fuck themselves up, like Top Dollar, almost splitting his quarters open, and Mustafa Ali heated himself out of the ring, and I thought he was for sure gonna crack his skull open.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if you guys saw that one, but holy, the way he jumped out of that ring, I was just like, well, he's dead. But no, he ended up winning. Good for him, because doing that. Jesus.
I saw Enzo try to hook himself to the Zilla Fatu wagon as much as humanly possible. It's like, if this is STUD, it's going to WWE. This stud ain't going without the real one. Let me talk to you. Fuck.
Why'd you turn him into LA Knight?
I don't know. I don't know.
Enzo has been cutting the same promo for his entire career, and everybody loves it. To the point where when I was watching him introduce, he was, my name is, and then the mic's up because he can't even say Enzo Amore, but people know what he wants to say. He is so fucking over from that one promo, and I get that's his entire fucking gimmick is that one promo, but goddamn, he's found a way to milk the shit out of that for an entire fucking career.
Yeah.
That cow is skin and bones now. There ain't even no milk left in the poor fucking thing. And oddly enough, he's had all this time to practice on his, wrestling skills and ring work to become better at his craft. Huh? But no, he'd rather just keep on using the same catchphrase and star in right-wing grifter music videos.
Sounds about right.
That tracks. Him and Lacey Evans in a thing. I couldn't tell you what the fuck it was because I saw it a month ago because don't really spend too much time thinking about Enzo Amore, if I'm honest with you. So I saw it, went and scrolled past.
Yeah. What's this though about JC Jane being a double champ? I thought she was a fucking transitional champ. What is TNA doing? Are they giving every WWE person their belts?
Well, what I'm hoping, and I've seen it a lot online too, and I'm hoping this is the way they go. This would be the only way that makes sense, right? Because you did a title versus title, winner takes all, biggest girl in the yard, Masha Slamovich versus JC Jane. JC Jane wins, is now double champ, TNA and NXT. Yeah. I mean, it's time for TNA to just fully invade, right?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm getting at. Because you have Trick Williams as your men's TNA champ. He retained in a fucking triple threat. I thought for sure that was going to be Joe Hendry winning it back, and then they were going to do Hendry Santana.
Mike Santana in his hometown. That would have been the biggest babyface win, and they were like, nah.
I don't know, man. I feel like if you're a TNA wrestler and you're looking at what you're doing with Slammiversary, and it's It's like everything that they did there was entertaining, right? I mean, some less entertaining than others, but I'd say overall Slammiversary, like I saw mixed reviews of it online, but the clips that I saw, at least, it looked enjoyable, right? Jeff Hardy with the fucking rope ladder and shit, right? It was TNA, but at the same time, like, if you're a TNA wrestler and all these WWE people, not even main roster WWE people, NXT people, developmental, right? Like, I mean, Trick Williams and JC Jane have more wrestling experience than most on the NXT roster, but it's still developmental. And it's like they're taking these titles, and I'm sure they're going somewhere with it, but like this was their WrestleMania. So like,
yeah, well, no, Bound for Glory is.
That's not what TNA was saying. TNA was calling Slammiversary their WrestleMania week.
Oh no, Bound for Glory has always been their version of WrestleMania. Slammiversary used to be their version of SummerSlam. So Bound for Glory, like I went to it when it was in Detroit, and that was kind of the show they built up all year. They put it in October because when they were, trying to rival WWE, nothing WWE put out in October would come close to Bound for Glory.
Yeah, because it was always bullshit. But yeah, I mean, it's still, like, if your next big show is in October, are you going to have another 3 months of WWE people as your champion?
They could. Like I said, if they do that full invasion thing where, like, you are beating the crap out of TNA all around, or beating the crap out of NXT, and you have a feud going back and forth where everybody's just jumping shows left and right. I mean, it could lead up to, like, basically their version of Survivor Series, or maybe it even goes to that. But, I think it could build a great story like they did when they brought in WCW and ECW.
It'll finally make Survivor Series worth watching again. I'll tell you that for free.
Who from TNA invades?
Oh, I think you go with, obviously, Mike Santana. You go with Joe Hendry, the big names. Masha Slamovich is going to be there. Probably Rosemary. Probably the Hardys at this point. Or Ryan and Nick Nemeth, but I don't think we'll see them on WWE TV, but I've been wrong before.
It's so weird. Half the people you're naming is like,
WWE people
really see,
that they fired.
Cedric Alexander and Mustafa Ali, really invade.
I don't think we'll see them at all, because I think WWE is making a point to keep them off of WWE TV.
Well,
even though they could probably have some lights out matches with people like Javon Evans.
I mean, look at Mustafa Ali's track record in invasion angles, though.
Yeah, very true.
Remember
that's also because of
Retributions or whatever the fuck it was.
Well, yeah, but they're still doing that with Dark State.
And it's not working. And Dark State got their ass kicked during Slammiversary. It's not working.
No,
they just fucking mugged that one Saquon dude the entire time.
Barkley?
No. Saquon Sugars, I think.
Oh, ew.
Yeah, he's just Dark State is like their PC, like their performance center people that kind of needed an opportunity to do something, and now they're just trying to be the Shield again, and it
sucks.
Yeah, it just doesn't work. They did the thing where they like all came in masks, but then immediately all of the masks were like not fitting and falling off, and then some people took their masks off just because I guess it was probably hard for them to breathe or whatever. And like right from the beginning, it was just a fucking shit show, as these invasion angles usually are, right? I mean, think back to Retribution, right? Like the Shield did it well, but that's because it had never been done before, and now everyone's just kind of doing it over again. Dark State, I don't think is really ever gonna go anywhere.
No,
but we'll see. Maybe they can mug the tribal chief Roman Reigns, because there weren't a lot of events this week, so that means that a lot of people are looking at the TV. So a stat came out, because we're recording this on Monday. So a stat came out about tonight's Raw. You guys ready for this?
Yeah,
I'm ready. Oh god.
So since Roman Reigns got confirmed for Raw this week, he has sold, so since Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 3,500 tickets. Raw is packed tonight. 13,000 total sales for a Raw TV. And this was something where, like, it was literally immediately once Roman Reigns was on SmackDown, the ticket sales shot up. It's the drawing power of the tribal chief, the
That's
OTC.
OTC one.
OTC one. Right. Yeah, don't forget the one. Don't forget the one. Very important. Very
I'm gonna
important.
keep forgetting the one because I'm not a salty bitch like him.
But
He's QB1. I'm OTC one.
I'm OTC one. Yeah, if Cody gets it, I have to get it. Mine's better. Mine's cooler.
And the reason why I bring up Roman Reigns is because, again, not a lot of events happening this week. So I wanted to wildly speculate on a couple of things. The main one, obviously, kind of the main story right now is the injury of Seth Rollins. People are still 50-50 on whether or not it's a work or not. I believe it's real. He was at Evolution and then he was at Raw, and people filmed him like basically limping his way around the arena. Apparently last week before Raw, he went to go have an MRI, but the swelling was so bad. He did like a talk show a couple nights ago. So he said that the swelling was bad, so they couldn't do the MRI. So they're waiting for that to go down to know for sure. But kind of like 3 to 6 months is what a lot of people are throwing around out there. So that means that we are left with Bronson and Bronson kind of sitting in the back there waiting for something to do. I want to know what you guys think that Braun and Bronson should do. Because me personally, I think that you need them to do something, right? You need some story for these guys. You need Paul Heyman to be involved. You need to keep the momentum of that group being formed and that group being dangerous. I mean, Roman Reigns is on Raw tonight. I know we just got Roman Reigns back, but maybe you take him out, right?
Well, I mean, you're throwing around Roman Reigns facts. I have a Roman Reigns fact for you, sir. I see yours and I raise you. I wanted to officially, from Jackal's multiple wrestling sources, I have it on good faith that Roman Reigns, until SummerSlam 2025, Roman Reigns is going to be on a full-time schedule, baby. Full-time OTC back in the building.
Until SummerSlam?
Yep, full-time. Mm-hmm.
So he's got 2 weeks.
Yep. He's going to be working every single Raw. Full-time up until the build of SummerSlam, baby.
What a hero. What a hero.
That's my
Roman Reigns. That's my OTC one. Showing up to work for 2 weeks in a row.
Hey, get the ones up.
Get them ones.
Come
on, Mike.
I feel
Put
better.
that toenail up in the air, Mike.
Put the one up.
It's up. My toes supporting our tribal chief.
What? Since I do acquire that bread so much, Jackal does do the work. I have a friend at work that also watches wrestling, so I use him as a sounding board to kind of ping pong a lot of ideas off of. So
You're sounding at work?
Yes, live in the parking lot for all.
Oh my god! In the park? That's illegal. I don't think you can do that in public. Not without everyone's consent, at least.
One thing that I came up with him is that since this, one thing that people forget about this SummerSlam, this is the first SummerSlam that is going to be a 2-night SummerSlam, and Mr. Era V1 of the Three Count It Out podcast will be there both nights.
Oh, yeah. Yep, I'll be there both nights, but I'm only doing SummerSlam. I'm not doing anything else because there is way too much that they are trying to pack into this weekend. I'm not doing that fucking comedian late night bullshit.
Oh, come
I don't
on.
give
It
a
would be the
fuck.
worst thing possible.
It's going to be bad enough that I'm going to have to watch Donut Hole fucking choke slam Logan Paul through a fucking Slim Jim table.
The cringy bullshit they did for that talk show. God damn it. Just makes it even worse. It makes Randy look worse. It makes Drew look worse. It just makes the whole thing look fucking stupid and silly. And I get it's wrestling, but good lord.
Especially because that audience doesn't know how to react. That's not a wrestling. Nobody there was there for wrestling. They were there to watch the fucking Tonight Show. And because Jimmy Kimmel was out or whatever the fuck, Jelly Roll filled in. Nobody gave a fuck. I guess there were probably a couple people there that gave a fuck about the WWE. But, like, that's not a wrestling crowd. Nobody. Everyone was just like, oh, yay. Oh, shit, he went through a table. Oh, Fuck.
So,
all right.
We're gonna put a pin in the Roman Reigns talk because for Jackal's comment of the week, Mr. Era, are you worked up? Are you ready? Are you feeling it? Are you pumped? Could you dig into a motherfucker right now? Could you just dig into him?
I feel like I could. What are you about to say? What are you about?
Okay.
What are you about to do to me?
Oh, because this is the first comment that's finally not going after me for once. So, from Jackal's comment of the week, from this past episode's TikTok that went up when we were talking about Donut Hall and all of that, Mr. Era, you said that you were going to, and I quote, blow your brains out once Jelly Roll makes his entrance in MetLife Stadium.
Yeah.
From Moran335 on the YouTube. I hope you do go through with it when Jelly Roll makes his entrance at SummerSlam. One less pansy ass complaining. And that's it. And that's it. That's literally the whole comment.
Okay, listen, all I'm going to say is that you're in my comment section. And at the end of the day, WWE is doing this because of a fucking shameless cash grab. That's the only motivation behind having these celebrities in WWE. It's not to actually forward any kind of story, right? They're not doing anything here for Logan Paul. They're not doing anything here for Drew McIntyre. They're not doing anything here for Randy Orton. Because if you were to ask those guys, I'm sure they'd much rather be going up against John Cena or Gunther or whoever the fuck that they can go up against for whatever title they could get. They're being put on a tag team match against a man who was told, yeah, fat ass, lose weight if you want to be in the WWE. And he did. That's good for him. But at the same time, that's the perception that WWE had of him before he came into, basically before WWE realized how much money was behind him. That's not me making a joke. The WWE told him that he had to lose weight if he even wanted to remotely be involved in the WWE. They told him that years ago. They're only helping him now because it's fucking convenient for them to make money.
Well, TKO is a money whore.
Yeah, well, they're $4 billion in debt or whatever.
Yeah.
And you know what, Moran? Motherfucker, you hiding behind another faceless, nameless YouTube profile trying to become the scum and villainy. If you want to die on that hill of defending a fucking, let's be honest with ourselves, a B-list celebrity helping out a multi-billion-dollar company to try and make them more money just so he can live out this little childhood fantasy because he makes garbage-ass country music for convicts and old people, if that's that hill you want to die on, God bless, friend. Be my guest. Because Aaron, Mike, I think I might have found what Moran looks like in real life if you want to check the group chat real quick.
Hey, my only question, here's the question this week for anybody that wants to leave a comment for us this week. All I need to know is, do you know who Jelly Roll is before he was involved with the WWE? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. Before he showed up on Raw, did you know who Jelly Roll was? Or did he show up on your TV and you went, when did Post Malone get so fat?
Yes.
Listen,
that's what I fucking said.
I'm sure a decent amount of people knew who Jelly Roll was. I knew who he was, and I don't even listen to country music. It's just, you know, the cash grab from TKO and legitimately putting out shit matches just for money. Fuck, man. Like, they've made the ring worse. They've made everything worse.
Branding on
We're
everything.
sticking with the cheap music.
The Slim Jim tables.
The Slim Jim tables.
More
The
celebrities,
women,
more
it's not like
prime.
anything's improved for women in that company anymore. It's kind of taken aback, you know.
I guarantee you, Naomi, the triple threat for Naomi's title is not going to main event night one. Even though
that's probably going to be one of the best matches on the card.
Yeah.
So
and
it
Naomi's
should.
killing it right now.
Should.
Naomi's one of the top talents in the WWE, and she's getting most of her time on social media.
Yeah, you ain't kidding.
Who?
Oh wait, who's that? Julia? Julia, that won the United States Championship.
The United States
when was the
title.
last time we saw her?
Yeah, but the internet likes her, so she got a title. Because Zelina Vega fucked up a 619 once. So that means they had to take the belt off her.
Get off that cosplayer who did more photo shoots with the title than actually defending the fucking thing.
She's defended it just about as much as Julia.
Which is that's fair. That's fair. The only difference with Julia's got 3 more months to get to the point where she held it as long as Zelina did.
Yeah, the only women's US champ that's done anything with it has been Chelsea Green.
Chelsea,
Yeah.
that hashtag, that is my president, baby. The best president of the United States right there.
Absolutely.
Would join the Secret Harvest, but I don't have the right parts.
Well, you have the silicone ones. You can.
That is true. That is true. We'll worry about that at another time. To hopefully see Chelsea Green on the card, and another person that we're going to see on the card to bring it full circle again is Roman Reigns. And I do believe that with the way things are going, and again, to clarify, we are recording this before Monday Night Raw. So I'm assuming whatever match he's going to be in will more than likely be announced tonight to give more build for next week. I think that you have LA Knight in a weird spot right now as well, too, because I genuinely thought he was going to be the one to win the gauntlet match on last week's edition of Raw to move on to face Gunther, because I'm thinking, man, he's got the momentum from beating Seth, even though it was kind of a weird injured finish. Yeah. He still technically got the win over this top bad guy right now. I would think that'd be enough to propel him to the next level. But since things got hurt, Triple H having a fetish for big moments happening at the big 4 pay-per-views, I'm assuming things are going to get moved around. If Seth is now hurt, which again, I'm 99.9% certain he is, that leaves Braun and Sons, Brain and Braun, if you will.
The naughty boys.
The naughty boys, without a match. They sent Roman away post-Mania. Roman's still heavily tied in with them. LA Knight was attacking Seth. Seth is the leader of those two. For one of the nights, I could see, I'm assuming, a tag match with the Naughty Boys taking on Reigns and LA Knight, or transversely, Reigns more than likely taking on Breaker, whilst LA Knight takes on Bronson to kind of give you one more match to pad out the card a bit more.
You want to know what I want?
I'd flip those.
You'd flip LA Knight, Breaker, Roman, Bronson?
Yeah,
no, what
do you want?
I want them to change the name of Bronson and Braun to Braun, and they make them like Billy and Chuck.
Such good shit. That's such good shit.
Wait, what does that make Paul then?
Rico.
Oh! Oh, fuck! You're actually onto something. Oh my god!
Anyway, as I was saying, I would flip how you have those matches, Jackal, because Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns. Granted, I don't know if we really want to bring this back up in the WWE stories, but I mean they have that experience of being on opposite sides of the ring with the Bloodline and the New Bloodline, and kind of
oh my god, War Games, I forgot
all that. Yep. So I mean, there's a little bit there. I mean, obviously Paul Heyman is the door in, but then you need somebody else. Then also you had Braun Breaker, who, while he didn't win the gauntlet, still ran the entire fucking gauntlet all the way up to CM Punk, and I don't think anybody would say that Braun Breaker looked weak coming out of that. Bronson Reed kind of needs a little bit of something more to push him along, and that's why I'm saying, write Roman Reigns off. We've seen the tsunami kill people. Kill Roman Reigns. And I mean, legitimately, I know there's a lot of drawing power. That's what segued us into this entire conversation. But imagine the impact that Bronson Reed's tsunamis have after you can say, this is the guy that took out Roman Reigns. This guy put Roman Reigns on a stretcher and took him out of Raw, right? Like, just completely write him the fuck off. Because I think realistically the plan was probably to do Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns. Yeah. I think that's probably where they were going with it. And I mean, you can always, I guess Roman has at least another 2 more Raws that he needs to do before he gets written off. But I mean, if this match happens at SummerSlam, just kill him. I mean, it's one of those things where I think overall people wouldn't really miss him because he's been gone.
You can kill him, but he is definitely still front and center on the Survivor Series poster. Even still, SummerSlam is the literal first 2 or 3 days of August. So you have the entirety of August, September, October, and then almost the entirety of November. So that, even if you do kill him, that's still 3.5 to 4 months where he could be gone to come back in time to help promote Survivor Series.
Yeah, and don't forget, Survivor Series is War Games. You need something to pull you into a feud like War Games, and what better than Roman Reigns getting his hands on Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns getting his hands on the man that tried to take him out at SummerSlam, which could be Bronson Reed.
True. Only time will tell, and I think we got about another 40 minutes until we find out.
Just about. Time's also going to tell, because, I mean, as you guys are probably aware, The Undertaker has a podcast. Just trust me on the segue. The Undertaker has a podcast, and he was talking about Roman Reigns on this last edition of the podcast. He also has a guest on, Micah Parsons from the Cowboys. So, yeah, Micah Parsons and The Undertaker sat down and talked about some stuff, talked about Micah Parsons still not getting a contract from the Cowboys, and Micah Parsons talked about showing WWE interest. So we could get Micah Parsons in the WWE maybe after this season.
You know what? I'd rather see that over Jelly Roll.
Yeah.
Just saying.
He's 26.
Fucking monster.
It's just the main part. Can the fucker act?
That's the $1 million question, because a lot of these big old beefy football guys are like, yeah, I could do that shit, but then they end up having the personality of a fucking soggy McDonald's French fry at the end of the day, and it doesn't make for fucking good TV.
Listen, his interview with The Undertaker was entertaining.
That's true. I'm not saying Micah Parsons specifically. It's just 9 out of the 10 big beefy football boys definitely don't have a personality that would translate well into storytelling. It's good for TV when it's the one-off, yay, go Chargers, yay, go 49ers. But now you got to get it like, oh, you have to have a character and character development and so on and so forth. I don't know Micah Parsons' personality too much in real life. I will never claim to. I did not work or attended the school that he attended while I was there as well. That is one thing I will never be able to have.
Yeah, I mean, Micah Parsons was nice when I got to interact with him, because I did work at the dining commons that the football team ate at. They had their own little private area, and I was the cashier there. So I was there, 4 or 5 nights a week. So they were always nice to me, but I was also just, the nameless worker there. So they were probably threatened within an inch of their scholarships to be nice to everybody. But I mean, hey, at least the interactions that I've had with him, he's been cool. So
go ahead. To
Yeah.
me, I feel like the way that NXT has been set up now, you can say whatever you feel like, from the groundwork that Dusty's laid, from the work that Hunter's done, from the work that Sean is currently doing, and all the work that will continue to be done in NXT. You can take a look at all of these NIL signings that have shown WWE that they are these athletic, really genetically gifted human beings, i.e. an Obafemi, i.e. a Sol Ruka, who have made that transition and have made it well. It's just, you got to look at all of the other NIL signings and see that they have not taken to it as good as others. So ultimately, it's going to depend on a per person basis, because those two people alone show us that WWE, at the very least, has the groundwork set up for them to succeed at a high level. Just knowing that they can sit down, consume the content, consume the teachings that they are meant to be taught from a guy like Shawn Michaels, and it would be up to Micah Parsons at the end of the day to put it all together and show it on the screen for us to see.
Yeah, I mean, my worry as soon as I heard them talking about this, because I went to Penn State. I've talked about how I think Micah Parsons on the Eagles would be a fucking super team, I'm not, you all
would
know the
be?
gimmick, but I can't help but think of like all of the other football players that have tried the WWE. You know what I mean? And they've had varying degrees of success. But there's been a long list. Some of them have main evented, some of them have not. And it's there's a long history there, and so it's one of those things where you hear Micah Parsons has WWE interest, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, and like obviously we're excited. Well, I'm excited enough about it where I wanted to bring it up, but at the same time, it's like, dog, win a Super Bowl first. like
he's with the Cowboys, he can't.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right. Put on a green jersey, come to Philly, and then win a Super Bowl. You can get one of those rings that has the wings in it. You guys see that?
Oh, gee. I know that's probably really cool for you, but outside looking in, I think that's fucking stupid.
It's stupid as fuck.
Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay.
It's stupid as fuck, dude. I mean, I think it's fucking hilarious, but it's stupid as fuck. It's dumb. It's a fucking Super Bowl ring, and you're turning it into a fucking toy, putting fucking bedazzled rings. Hey, yeah, speaking of Super Bowls, Micah Parsons, I do want to get your guys' thought on this one, because obviously they're talking about mainly football on that episode, and obviously talking about a Super Bowl, which turns out the Undertaker is a Cowboys fan. That's unfortunate.
The guy from Texas is a Cowboys fan? Weird.
Yeah, but they're talking about how they're never going to win a ring and all that stuff. And Micah Parsons brought up something here. He said he thought that this year was the Lions' year up until everybody got hurt, and he doesn't think that the run's going to happen anymore. What do you guys think about that?
It's fucking funny that you mentioned that, because breaking news out of the Lions' first mini camp of the 2020.
No. Okay, you have it up too?
Oh no,
Lions
this was not it. I did not mean to segue into bad news. Oh no.
Levi Onwuzurike will miss the entirety of 2025 season after tearing his ACL.
Oh no, the season hasn't even started yet.
So while that's happening, Khalil Dorsey, defensive tackle Makai Wingo, and Malcolm Rodriguez are all with trainers this week, which is a good sign that they'll play week 1. However, Miles Frazier, Taylor Decker, Levi, is out for the season. Ali McNeil, Josh Pascal, Alquad Muhammad, Alex Anzalone, and Stanley Thomas Oliver, DJ Reed, and Enos Rakestra are all injured.
It's all of the people that got injured on the back half of the season, like December and January, where those injuries, well, not re-injured. It's just that the recovery table for them was 6 to 9 months.
Yeah.
And if they get hurt in January, the earliest, that they would be medically cleared to come back is the beginning of the season. You never, ever start playing immediately back into it as soon as you're medically cleared.
No.
Ever. You have to physically get your body back. So you're medically cleared to start practicing and doing drills and moving, but you don't go into the fucking game.
Yeah. So do you guys think the Lions have a slow start this year and it pick up towards the end? Or are we already writing this off?
So, Mike, do you want to go first? You want me to go first? Because I think we're going to have two different ideas with this.
I'll go first. Do I think the Lions could do it? Yes, if enough of the defense stays healthy. If they don't, and it's like last year, we don't have a popsicle's chance in hell. I think if Aiden Hutchinson stays healthy, that goes a long way, because he is... I don't know if he still is, but he was levels above everybody else on that team, especially on that defense. But one guy doesn't make a defense. So if people are staying healthy, we have a real shot. But if we have, the back ass of the free agency as our defense again, no, we're not going to go. So it all depends. Depends on how injuries go.
So it's a lot to kind of take in and process because a lot of different things has happened throughout the course of the off season up until now. I mean, like Philadelphia is already well aware of what it takes to, replace both coordinators, losing them in a single off season, and these guys fucking turned around and won a goddamn Super Bowl off of it. Also, what it takes to fix your offensive line when your starting star center retires and you still win a Super Bowl off of it.
Well, yeah, you just hired
So
the best running back in the league.
That helps. That helps. And when you have, I would arguably say, two of the top 5 running backs on the same team, that also does tend to help. I think my biggest thing here, very similar to Mike, is healthiness, because it has been heavily talked about between teams that maybe Dan Campbell's style of coaching is negatively affecting the team in the long run, even if they don't realize. Like the go hard every play, scratch and claw and fight and punch for every inch that you're going to ever be able to get on the football field. Literally kill yourself on the football field to stop and sacrifice yourself for the play. I mean, yeah, it sounds cool. It gets you all motivated to run through a brick wall. But when your Achilles starts to give out and you still keep trying to push yourself, it negatively affects you in the long run. And with so many players not going to be ready to play, or at the very least 100% to start the season, it's concerning, especially since the Lions and the Chargers drew the short straws this season, and the Lions have a game next week. We are not this Thursday night football, but next Thursday it'll be the Lions versus the Chargers in Canton for the Hall of Fame game.
Oh shit!
Yeah. So we already have so many people hurt and not 100% as is, and we're one of 2 teams out of 32 that have to get ready next week. Granted, none of the starters are going to play, and if the starters do play, I'm going to drink myself into a coma that night, but that's beside the point.
Yeah, there's no way in hell the starters are seeing the field. No way in hell.
The other thing that is very, very rough for the Lions this year is definitely the schedule. Yeah. Because we both talked about it, about Philadelphia and the Lions.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We're both the 3 Counted Out podcast, since its inception, is suffering from success, because we've had, as host of the show, we've had 2 champions from each respective area of hosts. And
it's true.
Like this year, for example, you guys have a Super Bowl champion schedule, and the Lions have a number 1 seed schedule.
Yeah.
And it's not fucking fun. The NFC North is a humongous question mark right now. I'm not going to say it's a gauntlet. I'm not going to say it's anything. But drawing the AFC North and the NFC East is a choice when you have to deal with Cincinnati, Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Washington, Philadelphia. And I'll give the Cowboys a half a bit of scary credit. The Giants don't get shit, neither do Cleveland. That's 6 to 6.5 teams that are automatically like 50-50 games.
Yeah.
So that's just saying those 6 teams, that is 6 losses already. So at best, Lions go 11-6, and already that's not even good enough to win the division.
No, I think you're giving our division too much credit now, because I think unless the Bears really pull it together this year, they're still going to be below us. The Vikings, JJ would have to become a miracle this season for them to be anything worth anything. I mean, yeah, all you really have to do is say, fuck it, Addison and Jay Jettas are down there somewhere. But I don't know about them either. And the Packers, again, I said it before, I'll say it again, with Jordan Love at the helm, are never winning anything.
I think
because that man throws more picks than Favre, it seems like. He makes more bad decisions. Besides he doesn't whip his wiener out.
He doesn't fuck Danica Patrick like other Packers quarterbacks have done in the past.
Very true.
I think
Yeah.
I'm mentally doing I think I'm mentally doing the thing where I'm underselling it so that if it does happen, I was mentally prepared for it.
Yep.
Or if it doesn't happen, I'm mentally very excited for it.
Yeah, set the bar
Because
low.
I told you those 6 games for our conference opponents that we're gonna have to fight. Jesus, our division opponents that we're gonna have to play are non-divisional opponents. The Chiefs, Tampa Bay, and the Rams. All 3 of those teams were playoff teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is 9.
It's a hard ass schedule.
That's a hard fucking schedule, dog.
Yeah.
Especially for 2 new coordinators. So, it's a good thing Fire Guy Kev, or maybe it would have been a good thing if Fire Guy Golfs is here because his
Golf guy Kev.
his unwavering blind positivity when it comes to the Lions would be a nice shining glimmering.
Well, he doesn't know better.
You know, it's like a childlike wonder almost, and it would give me a bit of positivity heading into the season. You know, but instead he's too busy pretending to be Tiger Woods on TikTok.
Well, I mean, hopefully he doesn't get hit by a car or whatever happened to Tiger Woods.
Yeah, if we can have the defensive line we had last year, but add Hutch back into it, and he's Hutch from the beginning of last year, that defensive line is sacking every quarterback about 47 times, and Hutch sets the sack record. If he lost a step, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings me to a question that I have here when I was kind of thinking of what to talk about today. What, if you can change anything about the Lions, right? You guys are that number 1 seed. You want to get to that Super Bowl. You can make any change that you have to make. Let's take the salary cap out of it. Let's take all that. You can just do whatever the hell you want. What's the one thing that you guys are changing? Because I'll me sitting here, you know, again, keep in mind, I'm sitting here wearing my Super Bowl championship hat, so I wouldn't change much. But I feel like the weak point for the Eagles has always been the passing game, you know. So trying to improve that a little bit. I don't think it's the fault of the wide receivers either. So you know, we have a talented QB2 that has a hell of an arm and doesn't see a lot of play time. But what would get the Lions there? The Mormon missile, yeah, Tanner McGee.
I think you're looking at it the wrong way. I wouldn't add anybody else. I would invest if there was no salary cap, if there was money I could use to just do whatever. I would invest $1 billion into figuring out how to injury prevention because
the best doctors money could buy.
Yeah, because I mean that really was what fucked them last year, right? Because you looked at that defense on paper and you were like, oh shit! Like what do teams do now?
So your perfect team is out there wearing bubble wrap. It's the same exact team, but just duct taped together.
But and that's they have instead the best doctors money can buy, the best everything, you know, and they have people that are working their asses off to make sure they don't get hurt because I don't know if they just picked people based on grit and their ligaments and bones were made of fiberglass, and they were like, but if he sneezes too hard, he does blow a rib out. So, you know, just don't put him on the field too long. So that's what I would do, because I think if you give that team stays healthy, and I mean healthy, they win the championship. They could anyways, because it is a hard fucking league now. But I mean, I wouldn't really add any other pieces, because then you get into we have people with egos on that defense. We don't really luckily have that on that offense, because he makes sure people stay humble. Laporta's just out there to play ball. Goff just wants a championship. Gibbs and Montgomery are just happy existing. Amon-Ra is a fucking machine. And Jameson Williams just likes being a cocky asshole. He'll end up on the Cowboys or the Steelers at some point. But yeah, I wouldn't ruin that team by trying to fit in another piece.
Except when Jackal brings up his idea, because it makes sense. You just fucking bring, for the love of Christ, Brad Holmes. I understand you got to pay people, But this year is already close to being done and said and in the books. You already signed everybody. Tate Ratledge signed. He pulled his head out of his ass. He signed his rookie deal.
Thank God.
For the love of Christ, bring fucking Zadarius Smith back, you cowards. Jesus. You let the man test himself in free agency. He came over from his trade in Cleveland. We cut him to save some money, to save the cap, whatever, because I knew we have people to pay, and we have paid the people that needed to be paid right now. But the dude literally was a proven commodity on a defensive line that had, let's see, Vern Troyer, Warwick Davis, and Peter Dinklage on it trying to sack NFL quarterbacks.
I don't remember that season.
I want to see that.
When did that
I want to see that movie.
What Star Wars movie was that?
Right?
Episode 6, Jackal drinks himself into a coma. The dude, like, we talked about it a bunch. The dude on his Instagram and with anybody that talked to him said how much he enjoyed being here, how much he enjoyed the city, and how much he was disappointed when he was let go. And let's look. Is Zadarius Smith signed anywhere right now? Nope. He's probably asking for too much money still. He played the market, and now Brad Holmes is like, okay, don't, undercut him. Say you wanted 10 mil, I'll give you $10 bucks. Say, okay, you wanted 10 mil. Here's 5 mil on a 2-year deal. It's like you get half your money you want. You just got to, stay with the team a bit more to cut a team friendly deal. Because Zadarius, hey bud, coming again from my fat white guy perspective, you ain't TJ Watt. You ain't Micah Parsons. You were once upon a time, but that was a couple years ago at this point.
Yeah.
You are going to be an excellent mentor, especially for that Egyptian kid that we drafted in like the 5th round that was bawling his eyes out on the phone with Dan Campbell. It's like, I will die on that field for you, sir. It's like, please don't. We kind of, oh yeah, he was really excited to go to Detroit.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could be a perfect mentor for him and craft him and mold him to be the best defensive lineman that you could be. Zadarius Smith and Aiden Hutchinson on opposite sides, perfect. Because we probably aren't going to get Trey Hendrickson anymore. He's close to re-signing. TJ Watt just re-signed. Micah Parsons is asking for too much money. Max Crosby re-signed, and Myles Garrett re-signed. So right now, the only piece floating around that I would even want to give any sort of attention to is Zadarius Smith. And when it comes to this season, I just got to hope for the fucking best.
Can I say, and this is completely random and it just involves Madden, the weirdest fucking thing about Trey Hendrickson in Madden is that for some reason every year he breaks his fucking arm.
Maybe it's
and I'm like,
an omen of sign to come.
Are you guys? I was like, are they trying to make him break his arm in real life? Like, are they like, we couldn't Madden curse everybody, so we're gonna Madden curse Trey? Like, Every year, without fail, I'm like, oh, there goes Trey Hendrickson's arms. So I just gave up on having him on my team because I was like, well, the dude's arm just turns into glass.
You don't need him, apparently. All he needs is his good arm to just sign that contract that he still hasn't gotten yet. Because, again, to reiterate, has not signed. It's just looking like he's getting closer to signing with Cincinnati every day. And the same thing what they say about the WWE, you can honestly say about the NFL. Never say never. So there's a good chance, I won't say good, there's a chance that he still does not sign with Cincinnati and ends up anywhere. Would it be Detroit? Would it be Philly? I don't know.
I know what I was going to ask. Did you guys see, and not that he's going to be the starting quarterback anyways, but did you see who's out for the season on another team?
Besides Derek Carr?
Yeah. Well, he retired.
You can't call him that, Mike.
I can and I will.
That's our word.
No, Will Levis.
What happened to the mayonnaise drinker?
What?
I don't know. All I saw was NFL posted that he's undergoing shoulder surgery on his throwing arm, so he is done for the season.
Ooh.
Man, son of a bitch. Levis to have surgery will miss 2025 season the entirety. God. Now I got to see competent QB play out of Tennessee with Cam Ward. Damn it. I still think Will Levis bumblefuck around the entire season.
It is kind of enjoyable, isn't it?
It was real fun.
Comedy of error.
Well, because like the not top 10, you'd be like, I don't know who's on it, but I know Will Levis is somewhere.
Will Levis is gonna
He's on there
fucking be
somewhere.
there. Oh my god, his reactions after everything he did last season were
Fucking priceless.
so fucking funny.
And now we're gonna have Cam Ward looking nonchalant as he throws like an 80-yard bomb. That dude has the most talent out of somebody that doesn't care about football.
Yeah, those literally, those are the only two names that are coming out from the NFL that are being injured right now is Will Levis and Levi Onwuzurike. So it's our fucking defensive line and the dude who puts mayonnaise in his coffee. Oh, good.
What a group.
Good.
Yeah. Well, luckily,
Excited to
Enos
be a part of
Rakestraw
that.
didn't get a bad injury. They said he's injured, but like he avoided a serious one. So he's probably just banged up. He got boo-boo. He's got a toe like mine or something.
That's the thing with Enos Rakestraw is that he wasn't healthy, like he wasn't 100% at all last season. He played hurt almost every game. It was weird. The one that I'm very curious about is Amik Robertson, which is the one that absolutely clamped Justin Jefferson in the NFC North divisional game for the title, and then in the Commanders game immediately afterwards, fucking broke his arm in like 3 spots.
Well, because balance.
Whatever the fuck happened. That helps. Not seeing anything from that though, so I guess he could be good to go. Has I'm looking on here. I was just about to ask a question, but I kind of already got the answer to myself. No injuries out of the Philadelphia camp, I see.
No, they all got their Super Bowl rings and they're happy. Yeah. I was looking. It's always sunny in Philadelphia, so I was looking nice and bright.
Sounds like a good name of a show. We should get to work on that.
We should.
Probably won't.
Let's see if we can get Danny DeVito for it.
He's probably not got much going on.
Yeah, nobody likes him, right? That show wouldn't work.
He's probably like sleeping in couches or something.
It'll never last. It sucks. It really fucking sucks because right now we're less than 50 days away. Yeah. We're so close. There's a game next week, and we still can't talk about anything tangible just yet because it's still not fucking here.
Yeah, especially like teams aren't trying to let anything out right now.
No,
God, no,
very tight-lipped.
Yeah, and I feel like year after year things just get even more tight-lipped. People just get smarter about what they're putting out there and stuff like that. And there's not a lot of football, but I mean we are a month away from college football. So
yeah,
and we got Hall of Fame game next week.
Yeah, speaking of, the college near me was doing like orientation check-in already. I was like, it is July 1st.
You got to start them early.
They do. I feel like they're starting earlier and earlier each year, which makes me more and more glad that I'm already graduated.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God I got on that one. I did.
Saturday, August 23rd. So technically, by the time that you are listening to this episode, I will be the first one to tell you that you are officially less than a month away from college football starting back up again, where all of us will lock arms in unity together as we watch Iowa State go up against Kansas State live from the same stadium in Ireland where Florida State and Georgia Tech played last year, and Georgia Tech was able to upset the number 10 ranked Florida State Seminoles in Ireland. And Eric, you were the only one that got that right, but the only one who really won that weekend was Pat McAfee after going 50 beers deep with Sheamus.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite things to see. I'll say this. I'm going to just say it now. I'm kind of glad Pat's not around right now because I get to just treasure him during ESPN College Game Day even more.
It's a nice, I do enjoy when Pat steps away from WWE. Not for the fact of, I like the fact that he's gone from wrestling. He's in his element. He is now the fucking Michael Cole of the world of college football. And that is so fucking entertaining for us. And I can just tell that he's taken everything that he's learned from WWE and put it to work during College Game Day, because the crowd work that man has put on is so so electrifying. And to be honest, Pat's a bit of a clip farmer at this point because the people on TikTok are eating that shit up as well. Even though we all know he's just doing the most basic of basic heel work. Heel work or face work in WWE. But it goes over so well because these people don't get it and they just eat it up. Yeah, he picked the home team. Yeah, he picked ours. He sang our song. He did our thing. Yeah, he said go local sports team. Yeah, baby. I love it. So excited to have it back. I'm definitely caught off guard by the amount of people are like, oh my god, it's about fucking time Pat's leaving WWE. Oh, he's burnt out. Well, Michael Cole's there every week for like 30 years, and Michael Cole's not burnt out. JR and the King did this for so long, and they didn't get burnt out. Dog, those guys weren't also hosting shows for ESPN and traveling across country just to travel back the same night afterwards either, dude. It's comparing apples to oranges there, my friend. Pat is putting in so much more work than any of those other announcers ever could even fucking imagine.
Yeah, I mean, I like Pat McAfee. I listen to the Pat McAfee show. I enjoy it. I like McAfee on commentary. I think him with Michael Cole is a great pairing. But I also like Michael Cole with Corey Graves. And I also like Michael Cole and Wade Barrett. And my point here is just that WWE has a lot of great commentators. And I think, if they can pull Pat McAfee back and, maybe he doesn't do a show, get on a plane, fly to Raw, do Raw, get back on a plane, fly back to Indianapolis, and then do his show the next day. Maybe that's just not something that he can do, but maybe he's able to show up to PLEs and stuff like that. So I hope that he still stays involved, and I'm sure he will stay involved in the WWE in some capacity, but at the same time, I mean, yeah, it's I didn't like when they took Corey Graves off of commentary. I like that he's back on Raw commentary, especially because Corey Graves, like when people are coming up from NXT, Corey Graves is the guy to fill in that hole. When people are coming in from the Indies, Corey Graves is the guy to fill in that info. Like he's kind of the person that brings a little bit of realism to WWE, and I mean also
he brings the knowledge and the history.
Yeah, like we talked about it during the Worlds Collide, but like he was carrying that commentary the entire time. Like he's extremely talented, and it's honestly a shame that he can't even wrestle anymore because he was really good in the ring too. I mean, his NXT matches were amazing, and I know he kind of got a little I don't want to say disappointed, but there were some statements that came out after Corey Graves got taken off of Raw. And so, I feel like, if Pat McAfee needs to, take some time away because he's been burnt out, okay, cool. You have people that can step in and that can take that role. And, maybe if McAfee comes back for Raw, maybe you just turn it into a 3-man booth, right? And, some weeks it's 3, some weeks it's 2. I mean, we've done that with our podcast where some weeks we were 4, some weeks we were 3. And, it is what it is, So I hope that he still stays around, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, the dude was fucking running a mile a minute. No shit, he got burnt out. Like,
can I say, this is just a quick sidebar. The announcer for SmackDown, because
Mike Rome.
Tony Chim.
No, not Tony Chim. I work
Mike Rome is his
Fridays
name,
a lot, so I didn't know who it was. Why does Mike Rome just sound like he doesn't fucking care anymore?
So he was...
Because he was announcing, I think, like, Solo and Jacob, and he was just like, Solo, Soko.
Because he's not a ring announcer. He was doing, like, PA announcements and stuff, I think. Yeah. And so it's just a different way to present. Like, he's not... Like, Justin Roberts is putting everything into that. Samantha Irvin was putting everything into that. Those PA announcers, they're not going as hard because their announcements are a lot longer. So they have to be able to kind of preserve themselves for a little bit. And so it's just a different way. And like a lot of people online have said that like just the way he announces people just sounds off. And I agree. I'm not a huge fan. I wanted to give him time, like when he first showed up, because I mean he just came up out of fucking nowhere. I mean people were joking that he literally like looked like he was created by AI, because he's just like the most, no offense, Mike Rome, but the most generic looking white guy to ever do ring announcing. So, and I'm saying that as a generic looking white guy. So, but yeah, no, I've definitely heard that from other people, and I agree that I don't like him. It's nothing against him. It's I don't like the way that he presents things. I feel like he's trying to do WWE, but it just kind of comes through that he had no outside knowledge before. I guess he just probably hadn't ever listened to somebody in WWE get announced before they handed him the cards. That's and went, possible. All right, announce these people.
Hey, go ahead, say some things about them. Oh, okay.
Speaking of, because I brought up Justin Roberts' name. Did you guys see what I tagged you in when with the Young Bucks? How he's introducing them now? Oh yeah. Because the Young Bucks, don't forget, have lost their EVP titles. So when they popped up on AEW, they now have instead of it saying Matthew and Nicholas Jackson and like all this nice gold font, it's just like bright neon colors and Comic Sans, like a mix of uppercase and lowercase. Just says Matt and Nick. And Justin Roberts, when he was introducing him, he's like, and please welcome, they used to be AEW EVPs, Matt and Nick Jackson, the Young Bucks. And like even commentary was like, oh, come on, Justin, you could do a little bit better than that. Like, I just love that the gimmick now is that now they're just getting fucking snubbed. I loved like the fucking Comic Sans that they didn't have any music. It's just like
they tried to have pyro and it was just nothing.
Yeah, it's just so good. I'm sorry you brought up ring announcers and I thought of how they get announced there.
That's a fair point. That is one of, again, AEW does not always hit. That's one of those ones they're doing it right.
But Mike Rome would never put that detail in like Justin Roberts even.
No. Justin Roberts was a hidden gem going over to AEW. I was like, oh, he's there? And then he started doing it. And I was like, fuck.
It's like, oh, damn.
Wasn't
all right.
expecting that.
Well, you guys got anything else you want to talk about this week? Because if not, we've managed to talk an hour and 15 minutes about nothing.
You know what? I'll fucking take it, because after having to talk about 4 goddamn pay-per-views for the past 2 weeks, I'm okay with a shorter one.
That's fair.
We've been talking about a lot of other events and things happening. I want to take a moment to talk about something that happened for us here at the 3 Count Out Podcast, because the 3 Count Out Podcast is now officially partnered with Dubby Energy. So you can go to dubby.gg and use code 3COUNT. That's the number 3, then COUNT, 3COUNT. Use that code at checkout. Save yourself 10%. And that's all going to go back to the podcast. And we greatly appreciate it. This is a first step for us into this world of partnering and monetization and all of that. So we're going to try to figure it out as we can. But use code 3COUNT to save yourself 10%. Dubby.gg. Also, if you want to support us, another good way to do that without spending money is to leave a like and follow and subscribe and comment and leave us a rating and just hit all of the buttons to interact with us, because we greatly appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
Please, for the love of God, I'm putting in so much work to this YouTube. Please subscribe to it. I'm trying to help my YouTube, the 3 Counting Out YouTube. There's videos coming out until the beginning of October, 2 a week. You got 2 full months of videos.
Fucking champion.
You're saying you're trying. You've been trying and succeeding. We are very quickly approaching 200 subscribers, which is a whole hell of a lot more than we had at the beginning of the year. So shout out to Jackal Joker for putting in the work, putting in the time. And that's why it's nice that we have this Dubby partnership, because now when you're editing all of these videos, you can just sit there and drink Dubby and stay awake for hours and hours and hours on end, but you won't have to worry about like when you're in the timeline like misclicking and stuff, because it's jitterless. So you get all that energy, but you feel nice doing it.
This is an elaborate ruse. You don't get to sleep anymore.
Yeah, we're actually going to pump you. We're going to put in an IV line, and we're just going to pump you full of Dubby. And every time we need to reorder Dubby for your IV bag, we're going to use code 3count. So that way we can save 10% and we can also make a little bit of money off your pain and suffering.
Yeah.
Bobby, the official drink of the 3 Counter Now podcast. I'm in trouble. If before I have my caffeinated crash out, I want to make this point well across. If you enjoyed the things I say, you can follow me over at twitch.tv/JackalJoker or youtube.com/JackalJoker. And if you are listening to this right now, after the episode is dropped, chances are I will still be live streaming at this very moment.
Yeah.
Gasp.
Yeah,
That's
this
true.
week, this weekend, you wanna let everybody in on what you're doing.
Subathon. A lot of rewards, a lot of challenges. Literally will be live if you are hearing this at this very moment. Twitch.tv/JackalJoker or YouTube.com/JackalJoker. We'll be live on both. Come on in, hang out. I appreciate you.
Oh,
I'll be very tired. Very tired
Yeah.
next episode because of this reason. My SummerSlam
I get
predictions
my
are going to
big
be
boy
very
fuck
low
you
energy.
money this week, so I'm gonna use it during that subathon.
No.
That sounds like a threat.
Oh, it does, and with some of the shit I have lined up, it kind of is. Oh no!
Oh boy, it's gonna be a fun weekend for you. And I'll also be over there. I'll be over at the subathon. You can find me over twitch.tv/ArrowV1, youtube.com/ArrowV1Music, and if you don't want to support the podcast, you can also support me by using my dummy code.
You got options.
And-
You got options.
Yeah, and if you don't like me, that's fine. I'm the one hiding in Jackal's vents with my night vision goggles.
With your what? You cut out there.
With my night vision goggles.
Oh, like Splinter Cell shit. All right.
Yeah, it's tight in here.
You sucked in your gut a lot. Is that you? Like, are you looking at me right now?
Hey, does this smell like chemicals to you?
Why you're holding? There's someone just put their hand up through the grate in my floor.
Sniff it.
Jackal? Jackal.
I think he sniffed it. You want to just reach your hand up there? I'll take your word for it that you're pinning him. I guess.
I can get a finger out. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all you need. That's all you need. 1, 2, 3. That's it. Ring the bell and call an ambulance. Maybe.
Oh,
Actually, you know what? Let's save on the ambulance cost. That bill's been getting high because again, he's dying every fucking week.
Yeah. By the way, there is not proper ventilation.
Yo, what?